Kyrie, obviously we want your thoughts on the Luka trade and just first thing, what was your reaction when you found out?
Just really shocked, and you just don't imagine that you're gonna get ready to go to sleep, and then you find out news like that. So it's still a grieving process right now. Miss my hermano. We had a lot of time together. Keith too, and Maxie, and we just built some bonds that went beyond the basketball court. So if anybody can understand that at home, when someone or a few group of people or a few people leave in a trade, it's going to be difficult, and that's what we're dealing with right now. But this is a business. It's way above my pay grade, and I just got to adjust and be ready to welcome in my new teammates with open arms, and kind of be ready to go back to Dallas too, to speak in front of our fans. I know they're feeling it too. I'm feeling it too, guys. It's just an adjustment period, and I don't want to downplay this either or disrespect our new guys. They're going to help us win, and they're going to help us build towards the championship. But just like everyone else at home, when you kind of see it from afar, it hurts. So.
Anthony said that, and he was about to put on a movie with his wife when he found out. What were you doing when you caught wind that it was going to happen?
Trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with all this and put my best foot forward as one of the leaders of the team. So this is a weird case in NBA history to be a part of, but at the same time, it's the nature of our business, and it is a ruthless business. So you just got to be ready to pick up the pieces and still run towards the championship. That's the ultimate goal on why I play. And having other guys that are championship winners too helps. But at the same time, we still have to acknowledge that our little Slovenian president is no longer here, and we got to adjust.
Obviously, it's been a lot of talk about you and Anthony playing together for a long time.
Yeah.
Back to Boston. What is it like to finally get the opportunity to do that now?
Yeah, I'm excited. This is a part of my career where I don't have as many years playing. I'm not in my early 20s. So, I look towards the future quite often, and my place in it, my position in it, how I can help other guys in the league. And getting AD, getting Max Christie definitely helps my motivation and keeps my mentality very strong. He's a great player, and Anthony Davis in terms of MVP candidate. And, I'm going to help him as much as I can, not just on the court, but off the court. So I'm just ready to open up the doors, welcome these guys the right way, and still at the same time be human and, understand my emotions are still involved in this. We just went to the finals. We just had a good run. But still there's some excitement on the other end of that.
To the extent you can, what did you want to know from Nico when you talked to him about why this trade was done?
Like I said, it's just above my pay grade. This is, something that was in the works without a lot of people necessarily being privy to the information and the knowledge. So as a player, you can only do but so much. I reached out to Luka, made sure that he was good, made sure his family was good, and it's time to move forward. And also Keith and Maxie, I don't want to keep forgetting them. They had a huge position in our team, responsibility for us making it to the finals last year, keeping everybody sound, mind, body, spirit. So now that falls on different guys, and guys are going to have to step up, including myself, and be ready for this adjustment period, which is going to be great regardless. But at the same time, it's going to be some healthy mistakes along the way as we integrate everybody into what's going on.
Obviously, Luka was drafted to be the face of this franchise, and now overnight it's going to be you, AD, and the rest of the guys. I guess, how are you looking to embrace that challenge?
Same way I look at every challenge. It's an opportunity to rise. It's an opportunity to learn more about yourself and just figure out how we can get the best out of each other.
Anthony said that you guys talked in 2018 about the possibility of playing together.
What a year, huh? What a year, huh? 2018 for me, man. Yeah, what a year. Go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
What's your sense of just like, what can you just say about that, like those discussions?
Then I was caught in the hallway talking to KD. And everybody was like, hey, these two are working together. And then the rumor started with AD, kind of around the same time. And we all had that vision to play together in Boston. Danny Ainge had a large responsibility in that, trying to make it happen, make sure that I stayed in Boston. But we had some young pieces in JT and JB, and if we were to trade either one of them, who knows if they win a championship. So the franchise had to do what's best for them, and I had to do what was best for me. So then it didn't necessarily make a lot of sense because the pieces and assets we had. But I think now in our older age, as they say in our league, we get a chance to do something we envisioned a while ago when we were like young kids. So it's exciting now.
So the vision was you, KD, and AD in Boston at one point.
Yeah, that has no foreshadowing either on anything, guys. Just letting you know that right now. That was just something we were discussing in 2018, just for everybody at home that's watching, because I know all these words are going to be looked at. But yeah, in 2018, it was like a dream for, Kyrie, AD, KD to be on one team and still keep JT and let him grow and then, see how it goes. But back then, those young guys weren't ready to be in trade rumors, man. Our locker room splintered after that once they found out. It wasn't JB or JT, but just our locker room splintered once they started figuring out the trade rumors. And then our season kind of started going a whole different way.
Here's a special challenge for a franchise player, regardless of where they are. But I wonder, especially when someone like AD's traded, you've had to experience that too. Like, how do you find your equilibrium? Like, I was expected to do this in my former team, but now I'm on a different team with different players, different chemistry that I have to kind of learn on the fly.
Yeah, I think the first question you got to get over, Dave, is, why? Like, why was I traded? How was I traded? You're hearing everybody's kind of 2 cents on how it went down. You got to respect that. But we're all going to pretty much say the same vocabulary or phrase, like this is a business. But at the same time, there's human emotions in it. There's human beings with families. We all get close together. We're all thinking we're going to spend the next 3 to 5 to 10 years together. And when that kind of just gets taken off the table, you got to be professional. You got to be mature, and you got to be ready to move forward and still understand that, we're still operating in the same space, but we're just, rivals now, which makes a healthy competition. But at the same time, you got to reason with yourself and, give yourself some time and grace. That's what I'm giving these guys in the locker room. Everybody else that's involved. That's why I waited until this time to make sure I had processed everything, make sure I was clear consciously, emotionally, and I could speak authentically without, regretting any words, because it is an emotional time, but at the same time, I'm one of the leaders on the team, so I got to smile through this and make sure my guys stay strong, make sure we stay on the same vision quest, which is to win a championship in this league.
Kyrie, I know the shock is probably worn off a little bit, but how is the locker room right now, and has it sunk in, and how are you feeling, just the team in general?
Yeah, we're putting the pieces together. And the tone is improving. Just because everybody had questions, a little confusion, that's about it. We're just talking to each other, making sure we're all good, and putting the game first, and in a capacity where we can prepare, and then off the court and practices, and some dinners that we'll have. Make sure we connect and make sure we do all the things to have the qualities of a championship team. So same vision, just guys in the locker room a little bit different. We're gonna have to adjust, but we'll be fine. Thanks, guys.